I spend a lot of my professional life talking about what I call life transitions. They're the changes, the events, the life quakes, really the stuff that we all go through as we move through the life cycle. And we tend to think of some as happy and some as sad or difficult. So some of the happy ones, of course, are things like getting married or having a baby, or at the later stages of life, retirement or grandparenthood. And we may think of difficult things such as losing a job or getting divorced or being widowed. But the truth is, whether we call them happy or difficult and sad, all transitions tend to have some stress attached to them. I mean, getting married and having a baby, there's a lot of things that are stressful about that as well as happy. So what I want to talk to you about is what can you do to reduce that stress, to have more peace of mind in your life? And I think sometimes the most profound things are the most simple. So let me share something with you that is quite simple, but can make a huge difference in your life. I just call it now, soon, later. And here's what you can do. When we're stressed, what we tend to do is run lists in our head over and over again, right? I have to do this and I have to do this. And we keep replaying that. So here's what you're going to do. Instead of running it in your head, write it all down. What are all the tasks related to this transition you're going through? And then what you're going to do is you're going to create 3 columns: now, soon, and later. And you're going to move those tasks into those columns because not everything needs to be done right now. Some of it can be done a little bit later, and then some of it can be postponed quite a bit. Let's talk about a transition many of us have gone through, which is moving. So when you move, there are so many tasks to do. So if you do this now, soon, later, maybe now you need to find a mover. And of course, you have to have a place to live, so you need to find that. And then in soon, maybe what you're doing is packing. And then later can be once you get there, you're going to have to decorate where you're moving to. Okay, so you can see you can divide these up. There's no magic to this. You get to figure out what needs to be done now, soon, later. But if you have trouble with that, ask a friend to help you with this. You don't have to do this alone. So now there's one more piece to this, which is after you do this, you have to be able to manage your thinking. Because if you're still running all of these tasks through your head, even the ones that are later, you have to figure out how to stop that and focus in on what needs to be done now. And as more tasks occur to you, you can write them in the different columns. So let's say you have trouble with that. I'll share with you something my very wise sister says to me if I'm having a stressful day. She'll say, "What do you need to do between now and the time you go to sleep tonight?" I'm amazed how much that helps reduce my stress, and I hope it helps reduce yours too. So remember, now, soon, later, and then you have to control your thinking to stay in the now. And if you have trouble doing that, it's okay reaching out for help. I wish you transitions that are happy and that you have great peace of mind about, because that's what we all want in our lives.